is and searching for the hidden keys to help you fast-track your cybersecurity career. Larry Whiteside Jr., I've known for a long time. So excited to have him on this Root to CISO podcast and learn all about his journey.
I'm Larry Whiteside Jr. I am currently the CISO for RegScale. I'm 30 plus years in this industry.
If you were going back to early career Larry and asking him and giving him one piece of advice, just one, what would that piece of advice be?
Honestly, it would be, don't be afraid to ask the hard questions.
Right.
So, again, I go back to this aspect of being so thankful for roles that you don't ask the hard questions up front about the roles. Ask it about salary packages, ask it about, reporting structures, asking about all of the expectations, all of these different things that I would have asked about earlier. I would have asked for more money, right? There's a lot of things that I would have done, right? Just from, if I would have had more confidence in myself, right? If I'd have trusted myself, my instincts more, and not been in this thankful servitude type mindset, just because I come from an underprivileged background. I'm so thankful for this.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, Didi Budiharto. My legal name is actually Katarina, but a lot of people don't remember that. So I just go by Didi, which is my incident response name.
Great. I didn't know how the DD bit came about, so there we go.
So I am currently a fractional or virtual CISO, which is CISO as a service, CISO on demand. I wanted to help the mid-market to enhance their cybersecurity postures. I was a 3-time CISO for Fortune 500 oil and gas companies. And in that capacity, I have noticed that a lot of our suppliers, our partners, working with us, global energy companies, and they did not have a formalized cybersecurity program.
So if you could sort of go back to yourself in your early cyber career and you could give yourself one piece of advice, what would that piece of advice be?
It's okay to go towards fire, but be prepared, right? The preparation may be different for different people. Like for me, going to fires, yes, I should have put the proper clothing, proper resources, so when I needed help, I could get help versus, once I got burned, I couldn't help anyone else.
Right.
So it's okay to want to help people, okay to want to resolve issues, but make sure that you have the proper resources to do that, and protection and support. Yeah. And then the second one is, I also learned this, and not until I'm an independent, agent now, that I could look back and tell myself that it's okay. It's okay to walk away from something that would not compromise your integrity.
Right.
I've been fired for walking away, for not wanting to do the things that were unethical. Okay. And I'm able to say I'm proud of it. Back then, I did not know whether I made the right decision. My ego hurt, but now that I'm more seasoned, I'm wiser. The universe placed me in that spot to be fired because after I left, litigation happened. And I was not, because I refused to do something that was unethical.
I love that.
Thank you for joining me, Larry.
Yeah, great to be here, and appreciate the invitation.
What do you think the sort of one piece of advice you would give an early career Larry?
Yeah, what would I change, right? And the answer is everything, right? But but this is how you got here. It's funny. I think I was fortunate. I've had an executive coach, and executive coach does a 360, and they're like, "Hey, great news! Did the 360. You're doing great. Everyone loves you. Great performance. You just have to change everything about yourself in the way, right? That's how it feels. Right? That's how it feels. Uh, I, the one thing that sticks out to me is, and this comes from my background, right? I was an Air Force Academy grad. I was a pilot. I was in the military. I went to GE. Like they instantly just hit you with a hammer and mold you into this mold of like, this is what a leader looks like. This is what a, and it's, getting back to the diversity thing, right? Like diversity matters. And so, what I would say is, as part of that, I am not empathetic by nature. And in particular, as you become an executive, that empathetic leadership, servant leadership is really, really important. And that ability to have empathy and to understand. And even just as a security, like forget being an executive, as a security leader, right? It's being able to walk in the shoes of the developers, of the IT team, of the or whatnot. And so for me, I was too rough around the edges, just too direct, too, and so having some empathy and just being a softer, kinder, gentler version of myself, I think would have accelerated my career, faster than I've been able to accelerate it without.
I love that. Brilliant. Yeah, I look, hey, more empathy in the world, right?